Rome isn't just a city, it's a living museum. Every street corner hides a ruin, a story, or a secret. But here's the challenge. With so many tours and attractions, how do you know what's actually worth paying for? And what you can enjoy completely on your own? Today, we're breaking it all down. These are the top 10 tours and experiences in Rome, what you should book, and what's better to explore freely. And a quick insider's note before we dive in. If you're planning your Roman holiday, never waste hours in line or risk overpriced street tickets. Go to discountrometours.com, where you'll find the best prices on guided tours, skip-the-line passes, and exclusive experiences you can't book last minute. Let's begin. Number 10. The Colosseum and Roman Forum. The Colosseum is Rome's crown jewel, but stepping inside without a guide is like flipping through a history book without reading the words. A guided tour not only skips the line, but also takes you beneath the arena floor and into the underground chambers where gladiators once prepared for battle. And don't forget the Roman Forum right next door. What looks like rubble transforms into a vibrant city once your guide explains the temples, the Senate, and Julius Caesar's funeral site. This is one experience where a tour unlocks the story. Number 9. Trevi Fountain and Spanish Steps. Two of Rome's most iconic landmarks, the Trevi Fountain and Spanish Steps, are free to visit and best experienced at your own pace. Toss a coin over your shoulder at Trevi to ensure your return to Rome, then climb the Spanish Steps for views of Piazza di Spagna. The magic here is in the atmosphere, the street performers, the gelato shops, and the sunset glow. Things you don't need to pay anyone to explain. Number 8. Vatican Museums and Sistine Chapel. The Vatican is overwhelming. Over 1,400 rooms, countless masterpieces, and of course, Michelangelo's Sistine Chapel ceiling. Without a guide, it's easy to rush through or miss hidden treasures. A paid tour not only gives you priority entry, but also connects the dots between Raphael's frescoes, ancient sculptures, and the epic story behind Michelangelo's art. If you book anywhere, book here. Number 7. Pantheon. The Pantheon is Rome's best preserved ancient temple, and you can step inside for free. Its massive dome, with a hole in the center called the oculus, has stood for nearly 2,000 years. Walk in at different times of the day to see the sunlight move across the marble floor. Sure, audio guides are available, but nothing beats standing quietly inside, soaking in the history on your own. Number 6. St. Peter's Basilica and Dome Climb. While entry to St. Peter's Basilica is free, a guided tour changes everything. Guides reveal secrets like Bernini's baldachin, Michelangelo's Pietà, and the significance of the Holy Door. Even better, tours often include the climb to the dome, designed by Michelangelo himself, for panoramic views of Rome. Plus, with skip-the-line access, you avoid waiting in queues that can stretch for hours. Before we head into the top 5, here's something every traveler should know. Rome's most popular experiences sell out weeks in advance, and some lines can take longer than the sites themselves. That's why seasoned travelers use discountrometours.com. Not just for tours, but also for those essential skip-the-line passes that save time and money. Whether it's the Colosseum Underground or Vatican After Hours tours, this is where you'll find the best deals. Number 5. Piazza Navona and Campo di Fiori. Rome's piazzas are open-air stages where history and daily life meet. And the best part is, you don't need to pay anything to enjoy them. Piazza Navona, with Bernini's Fountain of the Four Rivers at its heart, is framed by elegant Baroque architecture and always buzzing with energy. Street performers play violins, artists sell watercolor sketches, and the square glows beautifully at sunset. Just a short walk away, Campo di Fiori offers an entirely different vibe. By day, it's a colorful food and flower market, where you can watch locals bargain for produce, spices, and fresh pasta. By night, it transforms into a lively gathering place filled with cafes and bars. Grab a cappuccino in the morning or a glass of wine in the evening and you'll feel Rome's heartbeat. Vibrant, authentic, and completely free. Number 4. Catacombs of Rome. Far below, Rome's busy streets lies a hidden underground network that very few travelers truly understand until they descend into it. The Catacombs. Stretching for miles, these passageways served as sacred burial grounds for early Christians. While the atmosphere can feel eerie, it's also profoundly moving. Faded frescoes of saints and fish symbols still adorn the walls, silent witnesses to a time when Christianity was outlawed. A guide is essential here, not only because of the labyrinthine layout, but because they reveal stories of persecution, faith, and survival etched into every chamber. Standing in these cool, echoing corridors, you realize you're walking through the earliest chapters of Christian history. It's haunting, unforgettable, and worth every penny. Number 3, Trastevere neighborhood. If the rest of Rome feels like a museum, Trastevere feels like home. Tucked across the Tiber River, this neighborhood has an irresistible charm. Cobblestone streets winding past ivy-draped buildings, laundry hanging from balconies, and trattorias spilling laughter and the smell of wood-fired pizza into the night air. There's no need for a guide here. The joy of Trastevere is in getting lost. Step inside the Basilica di Santa Maria, one of Rome's oldest churches, where glittering mosaics shimmer under the dim light. Then, let your curiosity lead you. Maybe into a hidden piazza where locals sip espresso, or into a tiny bakery where you can try fresh suppli, the famous fried rice balls. When evening comes, settle at a family-run restaurant for carbonara or amatriciana, and you'll feel like you've stepped into a postcard of the real Rome. Number 2, Borghese Gallery and Gardens. The Borghese Gallery is one of Rome's most precious gems, but it's also one of the easiest to miss if you don't plan ahead. Strict time slots mean you can't just wander in, and with a 2-hour window, a guide becomes invaluable. Inside, you'll find masterpieces that define entire eras of art. Bernini's Apollo and Daphne, frozen in a marble chase so delicate, it looks like it might move at any second. Or Caravaggio's haunting depictions of saints and sinners in dramatic light. A guide helps you appreciate not just the beauty, but the genius and controversy behind these works. Afterward, step into the Villa Borghese Gardens, a sprawling green escape in the heart of Rome. Whether you rent a bike, stroll along shaded paths, or pause at a fountain, it's the perfect contrast to the intensity of the gallery. Number 1, the Roman streets themselves. At the end of the day, the greatest experience in Rome doesn't cost a single euro. It's Rome itself. Simply walking its streets is like flipping through the pages of a living history book. One moment, you're standing in front of Piazza Venezia, watching traffic swirl around the Altare della Patria. The next, you're at Largo di Torre Argentina, staring at the very spot where Julius Caesar was assassinated. At night, cross the Tiber River and watch as domes and bridges light up the skyline, reflected in the dark water below. It's in these unscripted, unplanned walks that you find the true soul of the city. Sometimes, the best tour guide is your own curiosity. And in Rome, curiosity always rewards you with magic. Rome is a city that blends free wonders with unforgettable paid experiences. Know when to invest in a tour for the Colosseum, Vatican, Catacombs, and Borghese, and when to simply wander, gelato in hand, letting Rome surprise you. And remember, when it comes to the tours that matter most, save time, money, and stress by booking through discountrometours.com, the smartest way to explore the eternal city. Thanks for joining us on this Roman adventure. If you enjoyed this guide, don't forget to subscribe for more travel insights and hidden gems from around the world. Arrivederci, and see you in Rome.